crewed moon voyage in more than half a century.
The historic 10-day mission sent the crew deeper into space than any humans ever before.
And throughout this mission, NASA's given us really an incredible glimpse of these images of the moon, the observations, including never before seen views of the far side of the moon by the naked eye. The astronauts say that's not all either.
There's so much data that you've seen already, but all the good stuff is coming back with us. There's so many more pictures, so many more stories. And gosh, I haven't even begun to process what we've been through.
Yeah, I can only imagine. People here in Metro Detroit and across the country and around the world will be watching today's splashdown.
Well, this morning, 7 News Detroit reporter Ryan Marshall joins us live to break down the splashdown and to give us the perspective of a former astronaut about this historic mission. And Ryan, what is he saying about tonight's splashdown?
Well, Keenan, Alicia, he's saying it's one of the riskiest parts of the flight. They have to re-enter the Earth's atmosphere, but there's a known issue with the capsule that's keeping everybody on edge.
And as a crew member, you always know this is a serious undertaking. This is not like flying an airliner to go on vacation to Disney World. You know, if it was, nobody'd be going to Disney World. The fact is, it's far more hazardous than that. You know, I mean, you see the crew smiles and all, but everybody knows it's very serious.
Dr. Jim Bajan is a former NASA astronaut who's manned over 330 hours in space. The Northville resident and current University of Michigan engineering professor served aboard space shuttles Discovery and Columbia in 1989 and 1991, respectively. He says today is one of the riskiest days of the Artemis mission.
It is absolutely spectacular.
Artemis II will return home tonight after flying a figure 8 around the moon, traveling 252,000 miles away from Earth. Grand Rapids native Christina Koch is one of the 4 crew members that broke Apollo 13's 56-year record. They traveled farther into space than any human ever has before. The mission was a dream come true for Christina.
If I could have told that little girl who took home a picture of Earthrise and hung it in her room that she would eventually launch from that same place to see that same view, I'm pretty sure she would not believe it.
The Orion space capsule is scheduled for splashdown just off the California coast near San Diego around 8:07 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Dr. Bajan says one of the riskiest parts of the mission is reentry. The Orion capsule will re-enter Earth's atmosphere at more than 30 times the speed of sound, heating up the spacecraft's exterior to more than 5,000 degrees. And there's also a known issue with the capsule's heat shield.
They have to be at the right angle, how they're going to intercept the atmosphere. They want to come in. They don't want to come in too steeply because then they'll heat too quickly. If they come in too shallow, there's always thinking like you've seen Apollo 13. Could they skip out, right? And that's the real thing. It could happen.
NASA says they've slightly altered Orion's re-entry path, ensuring the crew's safety. And after splashdown, a helicopter will pick up all 4 crew members and take them to a nearby naval ship. We're here live this morning in downtown Detroit. I'm Ryan Marshall for 7 News Detroit this morning.
You know, we have been going to space for decades, but that interview, Ryan, really brings home the potential danger to these astronauts. And of course, we'll be waiting and watching with bated breath. Thank you, Ryan. Now, one of the keys to a safe splashdown and recovery will be tonight's weather and sea conditions. I just took a look at the data of the criteria that need to be met for a safe splashdown. Now, according to NASA, wave heights need to be less than 6 feet. There can't be any precipitation or lightning within 35 miles of the splashdown site, and winds need to be less than 28 miles an hour with very little cloud cover and good visibility. Now, thankfully, that appears to be the case for this evening.